Okay, so it's being recorded and the presentation's on screen now. So over to you, Kaylee.
We have community champions in all our stores. I can't remember how many stores it is. It's 400 and something. I love my job role. I've been doing it for about 5 years, and we get to help out in all different parts of the community. I don't think many people know how much we can do to help. So we don't just give donations and things. We actually go to places and help decorate, and if someone requests, we can help people that are struggling with things. On our third slide, we've got a little bit of a video that head office did about what our job role is. So I was going to say I'll put it on them, but I can't. Can I?
Right, so I'm on slide 3. Yeah, I'm afraid it's not going. Not going to be able to do that, I'm afraid.
Okay, don't worry. We'll just miss that bit. It's basically just saying in the video, it's not very long, it's just about a minute long. It's just saying about all the different things we do with help food banks, we do unsold food programs to help with the economy, to stop food waste. It shows that we go out into the community and help with the vulnerable. We organise event days, or if there is an event day that someone's hosting, we will go along and help them raise money. And it was just a little bit on each of them, but then I've gone into a bit more detail on each. So starting with our unsold food programme, which we started in 2016, it's Stop Food Waste. So between all our stores, we donate to over 400 organisations all our food that would usually be thrown out. So it's all the stuff with a display date, such as the vegetables and stuff that don't need to be thrown away. Rather than that being thrown into a skip, the day after it goes out of date, we have organisations that come and collect it, and people can go to these groups and do it for free. So as a company, we've donated over £3 million worth of products to these groups. And locally in our store, every day of the week in the Northampton store, we get our unsold food collected by the Abbey Centre Community Fridge, Road Community Larder and Toaster Community Larder. Each day has an allocated day, and they come and collect food. At our shop, we give them at least one full trolley of food every single day that would otherwise just be thrown away. And anyone can go to these groups. You can just look at their Facebook pages. I could go, you could go, anyone. And if you're struggling, you get to take this food away for free. So no one's actually charged for this food, and it helps in the environment with the wastage of food. Another bit that was in the video was about food banks. So all our stores support food banks. And one of our amazing community champions came up with the idea that at the front of every shop in Morrisons, we had a pickup station. There's a picture of it on screen 6.
There we go.
So when you walk into store, every one of our stores has these, and in each bag, I keep them in my shop. Every store's different, but in the Victoria Promenade shop, every bag is under £3, and it contains toiletries, foods off the shelves, because customers kept saying to us they didn't know what state like to give. So to make it easier, rather than them having to look around and wondering what the food banks wanted, we speak to them. They tell us what they're short of, and then you just pick up this bag, take it to the till, pay for it, and put it on another cage at the end of the till. So in our shop, we give to 5 different food banks every week who get at least 2 trolleys full of food. we give to, I've missed one of them off by accident, but we give to Prince's, it's Prince's Food Bank. Homes, and this is then distributed. So we've tried to do a bit of a selection. So you've got the homeless with the Hope Centre, you've got everyone with Trestle Trust, Springboroughs is a community work, Northampton Partnership Homes branches out and helps people that have just been housed, and they give them up food packs. This was to make it a bit easier just for customers, so they didn't have to keep thinking about it. Since we started doing this, it's raised over £4.5 million worth of food that customers have purchased. So that's just what the customers are given. Last year, well, half of last year and the year before, Morrisons themselves donated £10 million worth of food to the food banks. So they try and help in the community as much as they can. We have a charity partnership that we also help. It's usually every 3 years we get a new charity partnership. The last charity we ended up having for 5 years because of COVID.
All right, okay, sounds good.
It's their chance.
Yeah. Oh, all right then. Okay, right, so, right.
Sorry, I can hear somebody has isn't on mute.
Okay, I didn't know if it was my phone.
Yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Can everybody put themselves on mute, please?
Installation.
Yeah,
Okay, I think we're okay now. Sorry, Kaylee.
no, don't worry.
So we're still on slide 6.
Moving on to slide 7 now.
Okay. There we go, slide 7.
So we have a charity partnership, and every few years, Morrisons have a new charity they support. It's usually 3 years, but our last charity partner, Young Lives First Cancer, we had for 5 years. It ended this year. We extended it by 2 years. We didn't think it was fair because of COVID. We couldn't do as much as we would normally do. But we still managed to raise as a company over £18 million for them. And in our store, the people of Northampton helped us raise £10,000 of that money. I have put another video about our charity partnership on the next slide, but I don't know if that will work either.
No, sorry.
No, don't worry. The video is just meant to say a bit about our new charity that we will be raising money for throughout the year in the store. They're called Together for Short Lives, and they have loads and loads of hospices around the country where families that have got children that are terminally ill, and it can be with anything. The hospices help look after them, and it gives the family a bit of respite so that they know they're being really looked after in these times. A lot of our Morrison stores are partnered directly with a hospice. Unfortunately, in Northamptonshire, none of our stores can be, as we don't have a hospice, but all the money we raise goes to their head office, and then it's split equally through all of the different hospices. We've only been partnered with them since February the 1st, and from fundraising in our shop, so we did like an Easter tombola that's on the screen, we had a few games, we've managed to raise nearly £1,000 already with the help of people in Northampton, which is amazing. We also have, which can help people, our Morrisons Foundation. So any charity can apply for this as long as they've got a specific need. So it can't be they're applying because they need help to pay someone's wages or anything like that. If you've got a project that you need help with, Morrisons can help. You apply for it online. There is a few criteria. You have to have been a registered charity for more than a year, because you have to have 12 months worth of books to show, and you can't put your taxes in late for your charity. But if anyone in the local area is doing something for their charity, it's worth applying for. And since 2015, Morrisons would give over £34 million out across England, Scotland, and Wales to help. I had a cheque that I gave to Mind, I think it was about 2 years ago, for £25,000. That was locally to us. And I believe the Ketchum Road store had one not that long ago to give to another local charity that was £20,000. So they do help in all communities throughout the UK. Yeah.
From Linda saying, how many years generally is a charity partnership?
So usually it's 3 years. So it's normally 3 years for the charity partner. The last one was only extended by 2 years because of COVID. Because we have certain weeks in the store that we raise money for throughout the year, but we had to cancel a lot of those because of the COVID rules and the 2 meters. We couldn't do half of the fundraising events that we would usually do. So they added another 2 years on so that they had more of a chance, and we ended up getting a record-breaking 18 million in the end. We'd not raised that much for a charity partner before.
It's quite difficult for some people to hear. How do organisations become a charity partner?
So every 2 years, Morrisons opens it up on their website. You just go onto Morrisons' website, you apply on there, and then it's taken through in stages. So if you make the first bit, it then goes to another stage. Then when it gets down to the last 10 charities, all of the Morrisons colleagues get to vote down to the last 3. And then they go to the board, and the board of all different people through the company listen to their presentation and decide which one we can make the most difference to.
And when's the next time that's opening up?
So we've just got our new charity partner, so it will be 2 years' time.
Another 2 years.
Yes.
And people are asking whether we can run the session again because it's very difficult for people to hear. So I'm hoping that we can organise that.
I will definitely run it again if people want me to run it again. I'm more than happy to do that. I think what would make it better is maybe if I did it at home rather than came into work, because I know my internet and laptop at home definitely should stay on the internet.
And go to the next slide.
Yes, so it's food number 10.
Number 10.
So the food maker and shopkeeper tours we also do. So these are for local schools or brownie groups or guides or home ed children. They can come into our store and we have different tours that we can do for them. So we have fair trade, we have healthy eating, we have a maths one, we have a recycling one. The schools come to us and say, we're doing healthy eating, can we come in and have a look round? So we have a set guide that we need to follow, where they come round, have a look round the shop, we do a bit of food tasting. However, I've adapted my own over the years because the schools, I have regular schools groups that come to us. So we always take them around. I let them hold the fish on the fish bar. Obviously, we don't sell it afterwards. We try a bit of the food. We come upstairs, we do some games, we do food tasting. They fill out a little activity book at the end, but I try to make it fun. So if they're doing maths, I give them a shopping list. They're allowed to pass around the shop, do this list, and put it through the till themselves on training mode. So it works out how to do their maths. It gives them a bit of insight of working in the shop. Obviously, over the last 2 years, we haven't been able to do many of those because of COVID. They've literally just told us last week we can start doing them again. But schools did let me go into them. So I've been going into schools and I've been taking in products from the shelves so they can see it. I've been taking in food tasting. We've made smoothies. I've done it in brownies groups. It's just giving a little bit fun to the children, and they do get to learn at the same time. So we take them around all our fair trade products. They learn where all the fruit and vegetable comes from on our produce department. They get their little certificates to take home with them. I always give them a little treat as well. Not every store does that, but I do.
Sounds great. Okay, shall we move on to the next slide?
Yes, it's all still part of the same thing on the next slide anyway. So if we move on to number 12 then, so donations. So in our store, every community champion has a budget. We cannot overspend on that budget, but it's an okay budget. You get creative. So anyone in the community can ask for donations. Last year in our shop, we gave over 100 out in the local community. These were to food banks, care homes, hospitals, fundraising events. So if someone's holding a fundraising day, if you're not a registered charity, we can help, because obviously you will be doing it for a charity or a school. We've given them to schools. So schools, we help out quite a lot with cereals and stuff in the morning for the children that unfortunately don't get to eat at home. So we do help schools with donations quite a lot. Sorry, I'm just doing it quickly because I know you've got your next question on.
Okay, we've got quite a few questions. I think we'll do at the end.
Yeah, so as well as giving out donations, we donate with our time. So I've just got a picture of both. I've helped with hospital gardens, I've helped paint schools, I've helped paint boys' brigades, shelters. And then underneath there's just a few of where I've gone in. So page things, just a few events that I'm going to. I'm allowed to go out in the community. If you're doing an event day and you need someone to help you run a tombola stall, I help do that. I'll do it for Spencer. I give time by going into community larders and helping run sessions. And then just on the slide before last, as well as doing all these things in all the local, we also team up every year with Poppy Appeal, the NHS Big T, which is coming up in the next couple of weeks, and the Daffodil Appeal, and try to help in shops and nationally between all the stores of see how much, and we try to keep how much the year before and raise it as much as we can for these amazing causes. And then the last slide's just saying Morrisons makes a huge difference in the local community, but we're not sure if everyone knows about it. I love my job. I love being able to get involved. If you want to see more of what we do, we have got a Facebook page for our store, which is Morrisons Northampton in the community, and we post everything we do on there.
That's great. That's fine, and it's been very difficult for people. But so what I'd like to do is try and arrange another time to run the session again. So if I can just do some questions and let people know the answers. So Taz has asked, which Morrison in Northampton are you based at? Morrison's Victoria Promenade, the town one, is the answer to that, Taz. Shire Sound Radio, not sure if this is the right place, but we tried to create a relationship with our local Morrison's community champion in Kettering. However, we got no response on multiple occasions. Is there anything else we can try to get in touch with them?
Yes, they can email me. Can you pass them on my email?
Yes, indeed. Look, right, let's put it into the
yeah, just pass them my email. Anything like that, I can get in touch with other chums.
I'm just going to put it into the chat box now. So it's KAYLEE
.dawn, CAWES,
yeah,
at Morrisons PLC.
Morrison's
.co.
PLC Okay, lovely.
and I can help them with that.
All right, so that's there we go. There's Kaylee's email address, and she'll be able to help you if you get in touch with her. Okay. I'm just having a look through. Lois has asked, do you tend to support humanitarian charities, or are animal welfare charities considered as well?
Yes, no, we do. We support with Welly Dog, and I have cat shelter in Northampton. We always help with animals.
Oh, that's
The only
great.
thing is,
Yep.
we're not allowed to give many fresh produce. We're not licensed for it, but we can donate proper food.
Okay.
Dog food, proper cat food.
That's great. So the answer to that is yes, Lois, they do support animals. Okay. Anybody else got any questions that I can ask Kaylee? I think that's everything. So
Okay, if you email me for a new date, we can do it again properly, and I'll make sure I'm at home.
okay, thank you very much. Bye, Kaylee.
Oh, thank you.
So I will try and arrange to have another session on another day with Kaylee for anyone that would like it, because that was very interesting, and I don't think a lot of us know much about Morrisons and what they offer there. So thank you all very much for persevering with the session with me, and I'm sorry for the IT glitches, but we will upload to Northants Council website the slide presentation, so you'll have that to look at. So thank you all very much indeed, and have a good rest of the day. Bye bye.